Hello, 7th standard CBSE children. Have a nice day. I hope you are preparing well for the exams. And today we are going to continue the lesson chapter 7, Weather, Climate and Adaptations of Animals to Climate. We already done video number 15 and 16 in this lesson chapter 7, Weather, Climate and Adaptations of Animals to Climate, how they are adapted, right? And I have already explained this lesson plus with some pictures that is available for me. Just I am continuing the lesson. This is video number 16. Now first, as name the elements that determine the weather of a place. See here, there is a blue sky with some clouds as temperature, rainfall and humidity are the elements of weather that determine the weather of a place. So I repeat, temperature, rainfall and humidity are the elements that determine the weather of a place. I hope you understand. Now see this blue sky. What weather will you predict? It is a sunny day. There is no rain possible. So now indicate the type of climate for the following areas. In Jammu and Kashmir, normally it is cold and wet. I repeat, in Jammu and Kashmir, normally it is cold and wet. In Kerala, it is hot and wet. Jammu Kashmir on the extreme north end, whereas Kerala on the extreme south end. See the weather condition. Jammu and Kashmir cold and wet. Kerala on the hot and wet conditions. In Rajasthan, actually it is a desert place, hot and dry. Whereas in northeast India, it is hot and wet. I hope you are following. The weather reports are prepared by the people, that is, they say meteorological department of the government. Weather, நம்ம daily newspaper வரும் இல்லையா, இன்னைக்கு today's weather update. The weather reports are prepared by meteorological department of the government. This department collects data on temperature, wind and other details, humidity, rainfall, etc. and other details that makes the weather prediction. So, this department collects data on temperature, wind, humidity, rainfall and other details that makes the weather prediction. Cloudy and they can predict depending upon the position of the North Pole, South Pole on the globe, they can predict the weather. The day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at the place with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed is called the weather at that place. I repeat, the day-to-day condition of atmosphere at a place with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall and wind speed is called weather of that place. Okay. The temperature, humidity and other factors are called elements of the weather. Already நம்ம சொல்லியாச்சு. அதை தான் இதில் repeat ஆயிருக்கு. So இப்போ என்னெல்லாம் சொல்லணும்? Name the elements of the weather நாக்க temperature, rainfall, humidity. Right? And then there are different places in India. It is having different climate as Jammu and Kashmir cold and wet, Kerala hot and wet, Rajasthan hot and dry, and Northeast India it is hot and wet. I hope you are able to follow this. So this is just introduction for the weather that we have learned. Now next one, what is meteorology? It is the scientific study of the atmosphere and its components is called meteorology. The scientific study of the atmosphere and its components are the air, water, அதெல்லாம் temperature, அதெல்லாம் component is called meteorology. Meteorology. Scientists who study and predict the weather are called meteorologists. Scientists who study and predict weather are called meteorologists. Okay. Then explain the terms climate and season. There is a difference here. Climate, season, rendume vere. Enadhu? Climate is a long-term weather pattern of a particular area measured over a period of 20 to 25 years. I repeat, climate is a long-term weather pattern of a particular area measured over a period of 20 to 25 years. Example, Kashmir வந்து most of the time cold தான். Rajasthan, it is a desert land. And Mumbai and Tamil Nadu, it is warm and humid. Humid na konjam humidity irukum, moisture irundunde irukum. So I repeat, climate is a long-term weather pattern of a particular area measured over a long period of 20 to 25 years. Example, Kashmir, cold climate, Rajasthan, desert climate, hot climate, and Mumbai and Tamil Nadu, the climate is warm and humid. Warm na romba veilum irukadu, kulirum irukadu. Ana nama Tamil Nadula appadi kedaiyadhu. We are experiencing hot summer all the time. Okay, then season is a period of time in a year marked by the distinct weather pattern. Season is a period of time in a year marked by distinct weather pattern. It occurs as a result of change in the earth position with respect to sun. Change of the season. It occurs as a result of change in earth position with respect to the sun. I hope you are able to follow this. So that climate is a long-term weather pattern of a particular area measured over a period of 20 to 25 years. Example enna sollirukku? Kashmir, cold climate, Rajasthan, desert, hot climate, Mumbai and Tamil Nadu, it is warm and humid climate. Okay, then season is a period of time in a year marked by distinct weather pattern. It occurs as a result of change in the earth position with respect to the sun. I hope you could follow this. So what is meteorology? The scientific study of the atmosphere and its component is called meteorology. Meteorology. Scientists who study and predict the weather are called meteorologists. I hope you could follow this. The next one, see the apparatus. These are all instruments. Now this is the instrument for rain, which is measuring the rainfall. This is called rain gauge. The apparatus used to measure the rainfall is called rain gauge. Or open space la இந்த மாதிரி இது வந்து ஒரு தோட்டத்தில் வச்சிருக்காரு. நல்ல ஒரு பெரிய ஓப்பன் ஸ்பேஸில் இந்த மெஷின் இந்த அப்பரேட்டஸை ஃபிட் பண்ணினா it is measured, measurement is written, that we call it as it is graduated measuring jar that is fixed in a stand. So this water, when rain falls, it is collected in the water. I hope you understand. So rainfall is measured with the apparatus that is called rain gauge. I hope you understand. Now this one, it is wind speed. Wind speed can be identified with this apparatus. Now this is maximum and minimum thermometer. It is the anemometer, wind speed. This is anemometer. The wind speed வந்து இது கணக்கிடுறது. This is maximum and minimum thermometer. இதில் temperature வந்து normally during the day the temperature will be maximum, and early morning and in the evening the temperature is minimum. So this one is the maximum and minimum thermometer. Then this is hygrometer. The temperature, moisture can be identified, humidity, that is hygrometer. So this apparatus, this is rain gauge, this is anemometer, this is maximum and minimum thermometer, this one is hygrometer. I hope you are able to follow this. Now in the picture which இது வந்து creative question ல கேட்பேன். Okay. Now this one, the earth, it is based on the என்ன சொல்றது, weather and climatic condition. All this is a globe, you know that. Yeah. So now all the green underlined, green highlight பண்ணதெல்லாம் tropical region, and both the side, the blue highlight பண்ணது வந்து polar region. So in a globe, on earth, opposite pole, north and south pole extreme, they are forming the polar region, and the middle part of the, at the center equator part of the earth, it is forming the tropical region. So now the first figure, you could find many penguin. இதெல்லாம் polar regions. Animal penguin வந்து polar regions ல நிறைய இல்ல. So this is polar region. Now this one, it is, we have normally moderate climate. So இது வந்து tropical rainforest. இந்த நிறைய trees லாம் இருக்கு பாரு, that is tropical rainforest. So, some well-known countries that belong to polar regions are Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Alaska in USA, and Siberian region of Russia. What are all well-known countries that belong to polar regions are Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Alaska in USA, and Siberian region of Russia. This is polar region. Whereas tropical rainforests, they are found in India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brazil, Republic of Congo, Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria. இதெல்லாம் நான் examples கேட்பேன். Name the countries னு கேட்பேன். So examples of some countries where the tropical rainforest found are India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brazil, Republic of Congo, Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria. So repeat பண்ண, well-known countries that belong to polar regions are Canada, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Alaska in USA, and Siberian part of Russia. Whereas examples of tropical rainforests, they are India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Brazil, Republic of Congo, Kenya, Uganda, and Nigeria. I hope you are able to follow this. The next one, it is polar region. What is it? Polar regions are present and with the extreme climate. Polar region present on extreme climate. These regions are covered with snow, and it is very cold for most part of the year. In the region, polar region. For 6 months, sun does not set at the poles, while for other 6 months, the sun does not arise at all. So for 6 months, the sun does not set at the poles, while for other 6 months, the sun does not arise. Now in winter, the temperatures can be as low as minus 37 degree centigrade. In winter, temperature is minus 37, as low as minus 37 degree. And a well-known animal living in polar region is the penguin. A well-known animal living in polar region is the penguin. Penguin the figure pakkaila the penguin. Now this penguin, it is white and merges well with the white background of the snow. The penguin is white in color and it is merging with the background of snow. It also has a thick skin and a lot of fat to protect it from cold. You may have seen pictures, penguin huddled together. So this is called huddling. Penguin, they always live in groups. They huddle together and this keeps them warm. This keeps their body warm. And see the feet of penguin. It has a claws to get a grip on the snow. The claws having a grip on the snow. So this is feet of penguin. So the polar region present at the extreme climate. These regions are covered with snow and is very cold in most part of the region. Okay, so I say these regions are covered with the snow and it is very cold for most part of the year. For 6 months the sun does not arise. The sun does not set at the poles, while for other 6 months the sun does not rise. In winter, temperatures can be as low as minus 37 degrees. So animals living here have adapted to these severe conditions. Another penguin and polar bear. Polar bear வந்து நம்ம அடுத்தது படிப்போம். சரியா? So this is for the penguin. Next, polar bear. See here how it is adapted. Polar bear as இது polar bear figure. சரியா? Now மேலேந்து clockwise ல வரணும். It has 2 thick layers of fur. சரியா? Polar bear, it has 2 thick layers of fur. Right? Then the white fur not easily visible in the snow as white background. The white fur not easily visible in the snowy white background. So only its predators and prey are unable to see it. Yeah, that helps them that predators cannot see the animal. I hope you are following. So first, polar bear having 2 thick layers of fur and the narrow marka patanva. The white fur is not easily visible in the snowy white background. That helps them that its predators and prey they are unable to see it. எதுக்கு இந்த white fur நால இந்த predators na enemy food வந்து it cannot be seen. சரியா? அடுத்தது வந்து என்னது? Okay, the next one, it has very strong sense of smell. Another polar bear has a very strong sense of smell. It helps the bear to locate and catch its prey. So I say first 2 thick layers of fur and it has as white and the color adum white change. So the enemies cannot look at it. And another one, it has a very strong sense of smell which helps the bear to locate and catch its prey. அது சாப்பிடணும்ல, so அந்த food கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு it has a very strong sense of smell and with the help of it, it can locate its prey and catch it. சரியா? Then it has a strong, long, curved claws. It has long, curved and sharp claws. With the help of it, it can walk on the snow. So I repeat, polar bear has long, curved and sharp claws. With the help of it, it can walk on the snow. The sharp claws it can get the grip of it. I hope you understand. Then it has a layer of fat under its skin. Polar bear has a layer of fat under its skin. It insulates its body from cold and keeps it warm. It insulates its body from cold and keeps it warm. This is the features adaptation of polar bear to the climate. Then this I said no, it has 2 thick layers of fur and that keeps it warm in cold weather. எதுக்கு polar bear. So these are the adaptations of polar bear to live in polar condition, ice cold condition, climate. So polar bears have white fur so that they are not easily visible in the snowy white background. Snowy white background. It protects them from its predators. It also helps them in catching their prey. It is also help them to catching their prey. To protect them from extreme cold, they have 2 thick layers of fur. And they also have a layer of fat under their skin. They are well insulated that they have to move slowly and rest often to avoid getting overheated. எதுக்கு polar bear adaptations to live in climatic, ice cold climatic conditions. Right? Physical activities on warm days necessitate on cooling. So polar bear goes for swimming. I repeat, physical activities on warm days necessitate cooling. So the polar bear goes for swimming. It is a good swimmer. Polar bear is a good swimmer. Its paws are wide and large, which help it not only to swim well, but also walk with ease in the snow. Ease na easier. Comfortable, it can walk on the snow. So polar bear is a good swimmer. Its paws na the padam, kaalla ulla padam. Its paws are wide and larger, which help it not only to swim well, but also walk with ease in the snow. I hope you understand. While swimming underwater, it can close its nostril and can remain underwater for long duration. Understand this? While swimming in water, it can close its nostril and can remain underwater for long duration. It has a strong sense of smell. இப்போ பார்த்தோம்ல இந்த flow chartல. It has a strong sense of smell so that it can catch its prey for food. We can understand the adaptations of polar bear with this. I hope you are able to follow this. So what is it? Climatic condition. Polar region we have seen polar bear, its adaptation, and penguin, its adaptation. Polar bear main its thick fur and strong claws. The kaalla உள்ளது அதுதான் mainly helpful for adaptation, whereas penguin it is white in color as along with the climatic snowy white odinale irukku. I hope you are able to follow this. The next one, other than this, these two, polar bear and penguin, other animals living in the polar regions are many types of fishes, musk oxen, reindeer, foxes, seal, whale, and birds. These animals are also found in polar region. The musk oxen and reindeer picture அடுத்ததுல காட்டுறேன். சரியா? So other animals living in the polar regions are many types of fishes, musk oxen, reindeer, foxes, seal, whale, and birds. It is to be noted that while fish can remain under cold water for long, birds must remain warm to survive. I repeat, it is to be noted that while fish can remain under cold water for long, birds must remain warm to survive. I hope you could follow this. So here, these, 1 minute. So these to survive, 1 minute. They migrate, these animals remain warm to survive. So they migrate to warmer region when winter sets in. So to remain warm, they migrate to warmer region when the winter sets in. Another in the migrate. So migratory birds in their habitat. In the habitat, ice cold region சொல்லலாம். சரியா? So these are all migratory birds present in their habitat. Habitat na என்னது? The place where they live in. And then migratory birds in flight. இங்கிருந்து they are flying to other warmer region. So first in their habitat, second picture வந்து இங்க வரும் birds பறக்கிறது இல்லையா? So they are flying to warmer region. அதான் இதில் கொடுத்திருக்கு. So they migrate to warmer region when winter sets in. They come back after winter is over. So especially Siberian crane that comes from Siberia to places like Bharatpur in Rajasthan and Sultanpur in Haryana. This is the Siberian crane. Okay, so Siberian crane that comes from Siberia is Siberian crane picture. Siberian crane that comes from Siberia to places like Bharatpur in Rajasthan, India. Siberia lende India ku varudhu Rajasthan ku. And Sultanpur in Haryana. And some wetlands of northeast and some other parts of India. So these are all for animals, their adaptations to live in cold climate. I hope you understand this. The next one is tropical rainforest. Nama India la tropical rainforest climate. The tropical rainforest, the tropical region has generally a hot climate because of its location around the equator. Even in the coldest month, the temperature is generally higher than about 15 degrees centigrade. During hot summer, the temperature may cross 40 degrees centigrade. And day and nights are almost equal in length throughout the year. These regions get plenty of rainfall. These regions get plenty of rainfall. An important feature of this region is the tropical rainforest. I hope you could follow this. Another tropical rainforest, tropical region, it has a hot climate because of its location around the equator. Even in the coldest month, the temperature is generally higher than about 15 degrees centigrade. But a hill station le konjam korayum. And during hot summer, the temperature may cross 40 degrees centigrade. Days and nights are almost equal in length throughout the year. These regions get plenty of rainfall. An important feature of the region is the tropical rainforest. Okay, so here tropical rainforests, they are found in Western Ghats. Western Ghats na மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலைங்கிறோம்ல, நம்ம திருநெல்வேலி களக்காடெல்லாம் இருக்கே, அங்கேருந்து பாம்பே வரைக்கும் போகும். அந்த பாம்பே அந்த எண்டு வரைக்கும் போகும். வெஸ்டர்ன் காட் மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலை. So tropical rainforests are found in Western Ghats, Assam in India, South Asia, Central America and Central Africa. Engala Western Ghats and Assam in India, Southeast Asia, Central America and Central Africa. Because of the continuous warmth and rain, this region supports wide variety of plants and animals. Because of the continuous warmth and rain, this region supports wide variety of plants and animals. So major types of animals என்னெல்லாம்? Monkeys, apes, gorilla, lion, tiger, elephants, leopard, lizard, snakes, birds and insects. I hope you are able to follow this. So majority of the animals are monkeys, apes, gorillas, lion, tiger, elephant, leopard, lizard, snake, birds and insects. Now these are animals. First one, it is red-eyed frog. This is called red-eyed frog. Red eye இருக்குல்ல அது. இது வந்து a new world monkey. It's having a long tail இருக்குல்ல. This is மக்கியை சொல்லுவா. A lion-tailed மக்கியை சொல்லுவா. This is a lion-tailed monkey. And this is a bird called toucan. Toucan. அடுத்தது படிப்போம். This is a bird called toucan. சரியா? So since the adaptations of animals to live in hot humid climate க்கு என்னென்ன adaptations னு இப்போ பார்ப்போம். So இது வந்து red eyed frog, இது வந்து lion tailed monkey, this is called toucan, right? So the climatic conditions in rainforest are highly suitable for supporting an enormous number of wide variety of animals. Enormous number of wide variety of animals. So இதுல பாரு, first one red-eyed frog, நம்ம bookல இருக்கு, இது color pictureங்கிறனால நான் color கொடுத்திருக்கேன். Red-eyed frog, it has developed sticky pads on its feet to help it to climb on trees where it is living. The red இருக்குல்ல, இதான் sticky pad. இந்த arrowவால காட்டுறேன் பாரு, இது வந்து sticky pad. So I say red-eyed frog has developed a sticky pad on its feet to help it to climb on trees where it lives. I hope you understand. To help them live on trees, monkeys have long tails for grasping branches. Their hands and feet are such that they can easily hold on to the branch. நல்ல இந்த கையை வந்து எப்படி பிடிச்சுக்க முடியும், கையை எப்படி பிடிக்க முடியும், that is. சரியா? To help them to live on trees, monkeys have long tails for grasping branches. Their hands and feet are such that they can easily hold on to the branches. I hope you are able to follow this. I hope you are able to follow this. 1 minute. See the picture for a second. So just understand, this is first one, red-eyed frog. Second, it is a new world monkey. இல்லைனாக்க long-tailed monkeyயும் அப்படிதான் இருக்கும். Long-tailed monkey. Door close. Long-tailed monkey. சரியா? The next one, let us read about the adaptations of these animals to a hot, humid climate. What is it? Climatic conditions in rainforest are highly suitable for supporting enormous number of variety of animals. Since the numbers are large, there is intense competition for food and shelter. நிறைய அனிமல்ஸ் இருக்கிறதுனால, ஃப்ளோரா அண்ட் ஃபானா நிறைய இருக்கிறதுனால, there is a competition for food and shelter. So animals, they adapt themselves to live in that condition, right? So since the numbers are large, there is intense competition for food and shelter. Many animals are adapted to living on the trees. I repeat, many animals are adapted to live on the trees. A striking example is that bird takan, bird takan, which possess long, large beak. Long, large beak. This helps the takan to reach the fruits on branch. The fruits eat panna. So it helps the long, large beak helps the takan to reach the fruits on the branches, which are otherwise too weak to support its weight. Weak to support its weight. And the takan beak it is formed of blood vessel to hold it strong. I hope you are able to follow this. So here, 1 minute. Red-eyed frog it has a well-developed sticky pad on the feet to climb on the trees. To help them live on trees, monkey have long tails for grasping branches. Then there is competition for food. Some animals are adapted to get food not easily reachable. So a striking example takan. It possesses long, large beak. It helps them reach the fruit on the branches, and which is otherwise too weak to support its weight. And it is formed of blood vessels. It is formed of blood vessels so that it can function well. Right? So many tropical animals having sensitive hearing, sharp eyesight, thick skin, and skin color, which helps them to camouflage in a changing its color according to the surrounding. Camouflage by blending with the surrounding. So I repeat, many tropical animals have sensitive hearing, sharp eyesight, thick skin, and skin color, which helps them to camouflage by blending with the surroundings. This is to protect them from predators. Example, big cat and red-eyed frog. About the other animal adaptation. Now this is examples for animals in polar region, where polar bear penguin picture kuduthiten. Now this is musk oxen. First figure musk oxen, idu reindeer. They are living in tropical rainforest. These two are living in polar region. So animals living in polar regions are polar bear, penguin, musk oxen, and reindeer. I hope you are able to follow this. This is about the polar bear and tropical rainforest. The tropical rainforest the line-tailed monkey is also called beard ape. Lives in the rainforest of Western Ghats. Its most outstanding feature is silver white mane. Silver white mane, and which surrounds the head from the cheeks down to its chin. It's a good climber and spends major part of its life there. It feeds on fruits. It also eats seeds, young leaf, stem, flowers, and the full plant part and it feeds on mainly fruit. It also eats seeds, young leaves, stem, flowers, and buds. This beard ape also searches for insects under the bark on the trees. Since it is able to get sufficient food on tree, it rarely comes down down to the ground. I hope you understand. Another typical example is the Indian elephant. Tropical rainforest Indian elephant. It has adapted to the conditions of rainforest. First it uses its nose because of it has a strong sense of smell. Elephant. Then the trunk is also used by it for picking up the food. Trunk na the tumbikella. and it tusk are modified teeth and the dandam சொல்லும்ல யானைப்பல்லு dandam அதான் modified teeth. They can they can tear the bark of trees and elephant loves to eat. Elephant நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம் இல்ல மரத்தையே உடைச்சு விட்டுரும் கிளையெல்லாம் அந்த மாதிரி சரியா. So the elephant is able to handle the competition for food. Large ears of the elephant help it to hear even very soft sound. மூச்சு விட்டா கூட அந்த யானைக்கு வந்து சென்ஸ் பண்ண முடியும். They also help the elephant to keep cool in the hot and humid climate of the forest. This is நம்ம புக் நான் எலிஃபென்ட் நம்ம பார்த்துக்கனால நான் பிக்சர் கொண்டு வரலை. But Indian elephant adaptation also in the tropical rainforest. I hope you are able to follow this. So in the lesson weather, climate and adaptations to animals to climate வந்து 3 வீடியோஸா முடிச்சிருக்கோம். Video number 14, 15 and 16. I hope you have understood. April படிச்ச அந்த வீடியோவையும் you have to go through the video for learning for the exam. I hope you have understood. So we will continue in the next video. Thank you. Next video session la paapom. Thank you.